All right, this is the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, started on 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander Juliana. We are getting ready to proceed with our Sabbath service. All right, blow the horn.
Lashala.
Lashala. Right there. Blow the horn once again. We're going to prepare to uncover the Torah. All right, a medium. Wapan Yahakwidum, turn towards the east. I'm going to say the prayers in the Hebrew and then the English. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Wadash, Ayah, Shamka, Yahweh, Malakwithka, Taba'ah, Batazayaka, Ayah, Aisha, Ba'aratazah, Kawa, Ayah, Bashamayim, Thalanawa, Come, Yawam, Wasalakanawa, Kabawakanawa, Kasalakanawa, Kabawakanawa, Wala'ah, Daba'ayanawa, Anasayawan, Abal, Awashayanawa, Ayan, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Amalakwath, Wahala, Wahatapariya, La'awalamyam, Aman. What we said was, our Father which art in heaven. So like it, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name.
Hallowed be thy name.
Yahweh, thy kingdom come, thy will be done, in earth, as it is in heaven. Give us this day, our daily bread, forgive us our debts, as we forgive our debtors, and lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. From thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it. All right. Hakak the power, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Baba Kushah, Nathalanaw, Hakak, Larapa'ah, Kal Makalah, Wakal Matawa, Hakak, Latahar, Matazariah, Hakak, Lahakwil, Hamathiel, Hakak, Arakawa, Hatamalah, Lagarsham, Ba'ashem Yahushai, the water, Aman. What we just said is Yahweh, in the name of Yahushai, please give us the power, the power to heal, all manner of sickness, and all manner of disease, the power to cleanse the lepers, the power to raise the dead, the power against unclean spirits, to cast them out, in the name of Yahushai. Thank you. So be it. All right, bless Israel. Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Barak Lanaw, Wayasha'ala, Waha Bayat Saparium, Barak, Rapah, Magun, Hagun, all of Israel, the generals, the captains, the officers, the troopers, young men, sisters, children.
All of Israel. The generals, the captains, the officers, the young men, the troopers, the sisters, the children. Ba'ashem Yahushai, the water, Aman. This is what we said. This is the prayer that we send up for our loved ones.
Yahweh. In the name of Yahweh Shai. Bless us in Israel.
Bless us in Israel.
And the school.
And the school.
Bless, heal, shield, and protect.
Bless, heal, shield, and protect.
In the name of Yahweh Shai. Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it.
All right. Psalms 121. Ashah. Ayayah. Al-Hahari. Ma'ayan. Yaba'ah. Isaiah. Ma'ayin. Yahweh. Aisha. Shemayam. Ma'aratzazah. Al-Yathan. Lamawat. Ragalka. Al-Yanawam. Shamarka. Hana. La'ah. Yanawam. Wala'ah. Yayashan. Shawamar. Yashar Allah. Yahweh, Shamarka, Yahweh, Tazalka, Al-Yad, Yamyanka, Yawamam, Hashemash, La'ah, Yakaka, Wayarak, Balayala, Yahweh, Yashamarka, Makara, Yashamar, Athnapashka, Yahweh, Yashamar Taza'aka. Waba'aka. Ma'ayatha. Awalam. What we said in the English is, I will lift up mine eyes. Unto the hills.
To the hills.
From whence cometh my help?
My help
cometh from Yahweh. Which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee will not slumber.
He that keepeth thee without slumber.
Behold. He that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep.
He that keepeth Israel shall slumber or sleep.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day.
The sun shall not smite thee by day.
Nor the moon by night. Yahweh shall preserve thee.
Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out.
And thy coming in.
And thy coming in.
From this time forth. And even forevermore.
And even forevermore.
Psalms 83. Alahayah. Al-Damalaka. Al-Thakarash. Wa al-Thashakwat. All. Kayahana. Awayabyaka. Yahamayawan. Ra'ash. Al-Imaka. Ya'ira Yamwa. Sawada. Wayatha Atazawa. Altazapawanyaka. Amarwa. Lakawa. Wanakakya. Magawa. Wala Ayazakar. Sham Yasha'ala. Iwada. Kaya. Nawa Atazawa. Laba. Yakadwa. Al-Yaka. Barya. Yakarathwa. Salakia. Yakarathwa. Al-Yahaliya. Adawam. Wayashama. Alayam. Mawa'aba. Wahagariam. Gabal. I'm a one. Palashat. I'm Yeshabya. Tazawar. Gam Ashawar. Nalawa. Imam. Hayawa. Zarawa. Labanya Lawat. Salah. Aisha. Laham. Kamadian. Kasayasara. Kayabyan. Banakal. Kayash. Kayash. One. Nashamadwa. Ba'ayan Da'ara. Right? Hayawa. Daman. La'adama. Shayathamwa. Nada. Yab. Mawa. Ka'irab. Wakazaba. Wakatazal. Banai. Kal Nasayamwa. Ashar. Amarwa. Nayar Ashar. Lanawa. Na'awa. Alahayam. Shayathamwa. Kagalia Galia.
Kagalia Galia.
Kakwash.
Kakwash.
Lapanya Rakwa.
Lapanya Rakwa.
Ka'ash.
Ka'ash.
Daba Ira Yaira.
Daba Ira.
Wakalaba.
Wakalaba.
Dalahat.
Dalahat.
Haharyam.
Haharyam.
Khan.
Daradakma.
Basa Irika. Wabasa. Wapatka. Daba Halam. Mala'ah. Panyaham. Kwalawan. Waya Salaki. Waya. Bakwashwa. Shamka. Yahweh. Yabashwa. Waya. Bahalwa. Ayai. Waya. Kaparwa. Waya. Abadwa. Waya. The Iwa. Kaya. Atha. Shamka. Yahweh. The Badka. Al-Yawan. Al-Kaharataza. This is what we said in the English. Keep not thy silence.
Keep not thy silence.
O Yahweh. Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still.
O Yahweh.
For lo. Thy enemies make a tumult.
And they
that hate thee. Have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel. Against thy people. And consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said. Come and let us cut them off. From being a nation. In the name of Israel. May be no more in remembrance. For they have consulted together. With one consent. They are confederate against thee. The tabernacles of Edom. And the Ishmaelites. Of Moab. And the Hagarenes. Gebal. And Ammon. And Amalek. The Philistines. With the inhabitants of Tyre. Assur. Also is joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot. Salah. Do unto them. As unto the Midianites. As to Sisera. As to Jabez. At the brook of Kisan. Which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth. Make their nobles like a ram. And like Ze'em. Yea. Are their princes as Zabah. And as Zamunah. Who said. Let us take to ourselves. The houses of Yahweh. In possession. O Yahweh. Make them like a wheel. As a stubble before the wind. As the fire burneth the wood. And as the flame setteth the mountains on fire. So persecute
with
thy tempest. And make them afraid. With thy storm. Fill their faces with shame. That they may seek thy name. O Yahweh. Let them be confounded. And trouble forever. Yea. Let them be put to shame. And perish. That men may know. That thou. Whose name alone. Is Yahweh. Art the most high. Of all the earth. Sar. We're going to start the Sabbath service class. We in Genesis chapter what?
34:19, sir.
Chapter 34, verse 19. Yeshab.
Have to the Bible. See the Bible anywhere? I see the Tanakh. See a Bible around, sir? Anyway, around somewhere. God, we got one. That's Strong's.
Look inside that crate over there with the clips.
I will count, sir. Genesis 34 and 19 out of the Tanakh. Let's see here. Let's get it. Okay. Wala'ah, Akara, Hana'ara, La'ah Shawath, Hada Bara, Kaya, Kapataza, Babata, Ya'akwab, Aka Wa'a, Nakabada, Makal, Bayala, Masalakia, Bayath, Abayarwa, verse 20. Wa'aba'a kamawa, washakam, abanawa, al sha'ira, ayaram, Waya Dabara Al Anashaya Aya Rayam La'a Mara, verse 21. Ka'a Salakia Ha'a Nasha Yam Ha'a Laha Shala Mayam Hayam Ata Nawa Waya Shabara Ba'arataza Salaki Wa'a Taka Rawa Ataha Wata Rataza Hanaha Raka Bath Batha Yada Yam Lapa Na Hayam Af Bana Thayam Nakwaf Nathakwa Lanawa Lanasha Yam Wa'af Bana Thaya Nahwa Nathan Lahakam Lahakwim Lahakwam, the water, sir. Verse 22. Arah Akak Baza'af Ya'ath Wa Lanawa Ha'a Nasha Yama Lasha Bata Ata Nawa Laha Yawaf La'aim Akkad.
It's like your bud. Keep pouring me up some of that wine out. Most of our first.
Baha Mawala Lanawa Kala Azakar Ka'a Shara Kayama Namala Yam. Let's see where we at here. It's 23. So 19, 7, 23. Okay. Makwa Nahayama Wakwa Na Yakayama Lakal Baha Batam Halawa Lanawa Hayam Ak Na'a Wataha Lahayam Waya Shabawa Athanawa. And I think it's 19. That's 24. Yeah, we'll read that. Waya Shamawa Allah Kamawara wa Allah Shakam Banawa Kal Yataza Ya Sha'ara Aya Rawa Waya Malawa Kala Zakara Kala Ya Taza'a Ya Sha'ara Ra Aya Rawa. That's it, sir.
All right, let's get it from the English. There it is right there.
Okay.
I always keep this one up here just in case. That's my personal one right there. But
yes, sir. We were 19, wasn't we? Genesis 19.
19, and I believe this was when Jacob's daughter got raped.
Sir.
Right? That's where we left off at.
Right? Sir.
And he was such an horrible, disgusting, who was it? Hamer, right?
The daddy.
Hamer was the father. right? And Shechem, I believe, was the
son.
The son. And he was the one that had raped Jacob's daughter.
Sir.
Right? Did a horrible, atrocious thing, right?
Sir.
You know, rape, of course, is unlawful in the Bible, right?
That's right.
That is an unlawful practice.
That's right.
It's a horrible thing. It is the same as murder.
That's right.
You understand? The Bible describes rape as the same as taking one's life.
That's right, sir.
You know what I'm saying? And so now we're getting into this thing that happened to one of our daughters, one of our sisters in our nation that was so horrible. You understand? And we're getting into the point where I believe now there, you know, our 12 forefathers, the 12 tribes of Israel, the forefathers of the 12 tribes of Israel is hearing about this. Jacob's learned about this, and now they're going to be wise as a serpent in this situation to deal with this matter in a way that's going to bring about the punishment. You understand of to them for the thing that they did that was so reckless and evil, right? So let's go ahead and read on from where we was at.
19, sir. You want me to read up maybe a little bit higher?
Let's see. Let me look up real quick.
Okay.
So let's start at about. Let's go to 16, right?
16, sir.
Let me see. Yeah, you can just go up to a little bit about 16 or so.
Sir. Genesis 34:16. Then will we give our daughters unto you, and we will take your daughters to us, and we will dwell with you, and we will become one people.
So this is Hamer, right? And Hamer is trying to make a deal with Jacob and his sons, right? He's saying, listen, let my son marry your daughter, right? If you let them marry, then we'll all just marry each other. You know, your daughters can marry my sons marry your daughters, my daughters marry your sons. Let us all be one people together, right? And that was what he wanted, right?
God, sir. Verse, we'll all become one people. Verse 17. But if ye will not hearken unto us to be circumcised, then will we take our daughter and we will be gone.
So hold on, go back. Let me go back just a little bit. Let's go up a little bit more.
I think that's where
because he
was running the game on him, telling him, trying to let him. You got to be uncircumcised.
Exactly. Go up to verse 13.
Verse 13, sir. Yes,
verse
sir.
13,
Sir. Verse 13. And the sons of Jacob answered Shechem and Hamor his father deceitfully.
Verse 13. Is that verse 13?
Yes, sir.
Okay, go ahead.
And the sons of Jacob answered Shechem and Hamor his father deceitfully, and said, because he have defiled Dinah their sister.
Right. Okay, so because Dinah had been defiled, she was raped.
That's right, sir.
Shechem had raped her. You understand? They answered deceitfully to him because his request was that she be able to marry her daughter.
Right.
To marry Jacob's daughter, who he had defiled, who he had raped. You understand? And also to join their families together. Right? He wanted to just skip over the fact that he committed a horrible crime. That's in our laws, right? A horrible crime. But then he wanted to make it to where, okay, no sweat. Let's just I'll give you all my riches. Let's make our families be one. And this and that. Let's let bygones be bygones, right? Keep reading. So like it.
Verse 14. And they said unto them, we cannot do this thing to give our sister to one that is uncircumcised.
This was the deceitfulness right here.
Sir.
The deceitfulness is this right here. They knew that there was no way. They already knew that they was not going to let this filthy bastard marry their son. Marry their daughter.
That's right.
They already knew they wasn't going to let that filthy bastard marry, you understand, his daughter. He had to die according to our law. That's why our law is so just. No woman gets to get raped inside of our culture in our nation. She doesn't get to get raped. You understand? Or molested. Right. None of our daughters get to be made to be whores in this place, man.
That's right.
So he's thinking, they thinking that it's about to be good and dandy or whatever, and Jacob and them answered deceitfully. They said, well, look, we can't do this because you're not circumcised.
Right.
Not that they give a goddamn if you're
exactly,
circumcised.
Exactly, that's right.
Because they don't give a damn if you're circumcised.
They don't care anyway.
But anyway, you got to know how to, bring it on in. Get them right.
Finesse them,
right?
God,
keep going.
God, sir. It say, and they said to them, we cannot do this thing to give our sister to one that is uncircumcised, for that were a reproach unto us. But verse 15, but in this will we consent unto you, if ye will be as we be, that every male of you be circumcised.
So he's saying that we can't give you our daughter because you're not circumcised.
Wow.
That would be a disgrace.
Right.
That would be a dishonor to our culture and who we are as Israelites. That would be not right. We wouldn't do that. Right. Or as far as our culture, that wouldn't be right to do. You know what I'm saying? But if you and your men were to be circumcised, then we could talk about something. Right? Keep going.
Verse 16. Then we will give our daughters unto you, and we will take your daughters to us, and we will dwell with you, and we will become one people.
So they finessing. This is just absolutely, deceitful, and it's good that it's okay. It's good. You understand? Because you gotta know how to deal with your enemies in that way, man. You know what I'm saying? And that was a horrible thing that they did to their sister, and so now they're going to give them the big payback, like James Brown wrote. They're going to give them the big payback. Go ahead. Sir.
Verse 17. But if ye will not hearken unto us to be circumcised, then we will take our daughter and we'll be gone.
If you won't get circumcised, we'll just take Donna and we'll just keep moving along. And we're not going to worry about it. It ain't going to happen. Go ahead.
Verse 18. And their words pleased Hamor.
And their words buttered him up and pleased him. He was happy to know that there was some way that he could marry that woman. Because he was just so infatuated in love with her, even though he didn't give enough of a goddamn about her not to rape her. To not do something that could emotionally damage a woman, that could destroy her, make her crazy in her goddamn mind.
Right.
You see all the women out here that you might, let me tell you something. Out here into Nickeltown, go out there to West Greenville, go to all of the different places around here. You see sisters walking around there and they talking to themselves, and they all on all kinds of drugs. A lot of them women have been raped.
Right.
A lot of them have been molested.
Right.
That is most of the time that is the beginning of the reason why they're even out there prostituting and they're doing all kinds of drugs like heroin and opioids. You understand? Because their mind is they start to feel like, well, I'm not nothing. I'm a piece of garbage. Right. I'm only good enough for sex.
Right.
You don't know how much damage rape and molestation does to a male or a female.
Sir.
It does horrible damage.
And
so this thing that he did was such an evil thing, an evil act. You know what I'm saying? And regardless of what rape does or what molestation does, it is unlawful. It's against the Bible. It's
That's right.
The Most High. He hates it.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? You should never do anything that is against the Most High.
Right.
You understand? So keep going.
Verse 18. And their words pleased Hamor, and Shechem, Hamor's son.
It pleased them. It pleased Hamor. It pleased Shechem. The reason why it pleased Hamor because he was a disgusting evil bastard too. For allow that to happen. Go ahead.
Sir. And the young man deferred not to do the thing, because he had delight in Jacob's daughter. And he...
Meaning, so I'll read that one more time.
And the young man deferred not to do the thing, because... To do the thing, because he had delight in Jacob's daughter.
Meaning he wasted no time in getting circumcised and having his men circumcised. He wasted no time. Why? Because he wanted that girl so bad. He wanted that woman that he had raped, that he just got done taking her flower. He raped her. He wanted her so bad that he deferred not into doing this request. Right? Keep going.
And he was more honorable than all the house of his father. And Hamor and Shechem, his son.
What verse you on?
Verse 20, sir.
Okay.
And Hamor and Shechem, his son, came unto the gate of their city and communed with the men of their city, saying, These men are peaceable with us. Therefore let them dwell in the land and trade therein. For the land, behold, it is large enough for them. Let us take their daughter to us for wives.
So he brought he brought them to the gates of their city.
God.
And he tells everybody in there, he's like, look, these men right here that are welcome into the city, they are family.
God.
And let us take their daughters to be our wives.
To wives.
So he's going along with it.
God.
Right? Read on.
Take their daughter to be wives, and let us give them our daughters. Only, verse 22, only therein will the men consent to us for to dwell with us, to be one people. If every male among us to be circumcised, and they are circumcised. Verse 23. Shall not their cattle and their substance and every beast of theirs be ours? And only
go ahead, you got it.
Only let us consent unto them.
So he's telling everybody in the gate, he's telling the heads of that city, he's let them know. It's like, listen, if you let them in, we'll be able to possess the things that they have. We'll have their daughters. We'll have their riches, their livestock. They'll be good for us to have or be together. And all we got to do is just circumcise ourselves. He's basically letting the men of that city know, hey, if y'all circumcise yourselves, then we'll be able. When really this is about just marrying Dinah. This has nothing to do with, they could go back on their word at any point in time. Go ahead.
It's like I was just gonna say he was such a dirty bastard. He made it sound so good to the other men. I don't even think the people he was talking. I mean, this is me, but it seems like the people he was explaining this to didn't even know that he had raped the woman.
He was just
trying to make it sound good.
Right.
So listen, won't it be good? We can marry their daughters and we can have everything that they got. It sounds good.
Right.
But in all actuality, he's just
right.
pretty much finessing you because he's been a disgusting bastard.
Damn right. Give him a hand. Right. Keep going.
Verse 24. And unto Hamor and unto Shechem, his son, hearken, all that went out of the gate of his city.
So they agreed. They all agreed with it, and they hearkened. They heard them. They agreed, and they all circumcised themselves. Right? Keep going.
And every male was circumcised, all that went out of the gate of the city. Verse 25. And it came to pass on the third day, when they were sore.
Look, you on which? How many verses have you read?
This is the last one.
Okay, got you.
And it came to pass on the third day when they were sore that that the two of the sons of Jacob, Simeon and Levi, Dinah's brethren, took each man his sword and became upon the city boldly and slew all the males.
We read that again. That's my favorite part. That's my favorite part.
Sir.
Right? Read it again. Read it with authority. That was a good one.
And it came to pass.
That's the conclusion of being a horrible, evil bastard.
Right.
Right? Go ahead.
And it came to pass on the third day.
On the third day, 3 days later, go ahead.
When they were sore.
When their penises were still sore from having the circumcision. Right? Where the skin has been removed, so they still sore down there. Well, it's still healing. Go ahead. You was about to say something?
I was just saying that's excruciating pain to be a grown man.
Yeah.
To just have been circumcised.
That's crazy. There was a lot of rods being cut that day too. It's a lock here. That just went. Go ahead. All for Dinah.
Jacob had to know that they were going to be sore. This would be a perfect time to pull that sword on him.
Man, come on.
He already knew that.
Well, at this point, it wasn't Jacob, right? That's what we're reading right now. This wasn't Jacob. Go ahead. This was his sons.
This is his sons. Yeah, that's true. But and it came to pass on the third day when they were sore.
When their penises, when their rods were still sore from the circumcisions. Go ahead.
That the sons of Jacob,
two of Jacob's sons, right?
Simeon and Levi.
Right? The tribe of Simeon and the tribe of Levi. Today's Haitians and what is Simeon? Dominicans, right? The so-called Haitians and the Dominicans. Your forefathers, right? Go ahead.
Dinah's brethren.
Dinah's brethren, right?
took each man his sword.
Took their swords. Each one of them got their sword. Read on.
And came upon the city boldly.
And came upon the city boldly.
Right.
Like UPK soldiers. Like some real men of the Lord. Like some masculine men of the Lord. They came boldly. They wasn't playing. Just imagine them with a sword. And they got this sword. They're like, all right, it's time to go. It's time to get it. Huh. You know what I'm saying? They come into the city. They about to prepare slaughter. Right? Go ahead.
Came upon the city boldly and slew all the male.
And slew all the male.
Sir.
Right? Give them a hand. They had the zeal for the Most High. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because that was just a horrible thing that they did to our sister, man. They deserve to be put to death for that. Keep reading. Oh, is that it on that?
That's it on that.
All right, Amadium. All right, come on up, Sharp.
Shaban Yahweh Ban Yasser Allah.
Shaban Yahweh Ban Yasser Allah.
Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah Barakathum.
Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah Barakathum. All right, Yashab.
Chapter 30, right?
34.
34 verse, what do we stop
34,
at?
25.
25 is where we stopped off at.
34 and 26.
Okay. Okay, this is the book of Genesis, chapter 34.
And you're going to read the 35.
Verse 20. Okay, 35. I'm in.
You're going to read
chapter
20,
verse
26 to 35 and 1.
Okay, gotcha. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 34, verse 26, out of the Tanakh. Wa'ata. Kamawa, or Kamara. Let me do that again. Ha Mawara. Wa'ath. Shakam. Salaki. Banawa. Hara Awa.
Haraga.
Okay, Salaki. Haragawa. Lapanya. Lapaya. Salaki. Haraba. Waya Kwakawa. Ata. Daya Naha. Maba Yata. Mabayath. Salaki. Shakam. Waya Taza Awa. Verse 27. Benaiah. Ya'ai Kwab. Ba'awa. Al or Allah. I'll. Haka Lalayam. Waya Bazawa. Ha'ai Yara. Ashar. Tama'awa. It's like here. Aha Watam. Verse 28. Ata. Taza Anam. It's like him. Taza Anama. Wa'ata. Bakwa Rum. Wa'ath. Khama Rayat Hum. Wa'ath. Ashar. Ba'ai Yara. Wa'ath. Ashar. Salaki. Bashadah. Lakwa Khawa. Verse 29. Wa'ath. Kal. Khayalam. Wa'ath. Kal. Tapam or Salaki. Tapama, right? Salaki.
Tapam.
Tapam.
You got it right first.
Okay, Tapam. Wa'ata. Nisha Yaham. Shabawa. Waya Bazawa. Salaki. Wa'ath. Kal. Ashar. Babayath. Verse 30. Waya'a Mara. Wa'ai Quab. Al. Shema.
You go back there, it says
Allah. Allah. Yeah, it's like it. Allah. Shema'ai wa na. That's a no, right?
Shama'aiwan.
Shema'aiwan. Gotcha. Shema'aiwan. Wa'al. It's like it. Lawaya. Akarat. Tum. Ataya. It's like it. Laha ba'a yashanaya. Let me do that again. Laha ba'aya shanaya.
Perfect.
Baya shaba. Ha'ai rataza.
Ha'arataza.
That's it. Ha'arataza. Baka, na'ai, naya, wabapa, razaya, wa'a, naya, mataya, masapara, masapara, wana'a, sa, pawa, Salakia. Alaya. Waha kwa naya. Salakia. Waha ka wanaya. Wana shama was waya. No, Salakia. Salakia. Wanasha mada taya. Anaya. Nabayataya. Wabayataya. Wabayataya. Yep, come on, Salaki. Verse 31. Waya'a marwa. Haka zawanaha. Ya'ai sha. Ata. Akha wata nawa. Verse, this is
35 and 1.
Chapter 35, the book of Genesis, chapter 35, verse 1. Waya amara, Allahayim, Allah, Ya'ai kwa, Karam, Allah, Bayata.
Go back to this. Allah.
Allah, Bayata. Allah. Washaba. Sham. Wa'aisha. Wa'aisha. Shalak. Sham. Mazabach. La'ala. Hanara, aha. Alaya, ayala. What's it like here? Allah, yaka. Allah, yaka. Babaraka, ka. What's it like here? Baba, raka, ka. What's it like here? Mapanya. Aishawa. Aha yaka. Akayaka. That's it for that.
That's it.
All right. Sign Christ, do my hand.
Okay.
Again, I can't stress how hard, this is the real Hebrew he's reading out of. There's no cheat sheets back here, man.
That's right.
I said that brother is reading the ancient Hebrew, right?
That's right.
Because we teach it here in the Israelite School, Universal Practical Knowledge.
That's right.
Make sure you coming in on Fridays, man, and get down with one of the best Hebrew language teachers in Israel, Kazak Shapar, man.
That's right.
You understand? He learned from the best as well.
Come.
Y'all make sure y'all get up in here and tune into these classes on Friday so you can be able to read this Assyrian the way that this brother just did right now. All right, go ahead.
Verse 26, Genesis 34 and 26.
All right.
And they slew Hamor.
They slew Hamor. Like Levi and Simeon they was playing no games. Them Haitians, them daggone Haitians and them Dominicans was not playing. Right? Went over there and slew Hamor. Go ahead.
And they slew Hamor and Shechem his son.
And Shechem, who was the one who offended her.
Damn right.
The one who went and raped that woman.
Damn
raped
right.
Dinah, our sister, our beloved sister. You understand? Don't find out what we'll do to you today if you did that to one of our sisters.
Right.
Because it's a lot here. I ain't going to say no more. You know what I'm saying? I'll just leave it at that. Go ahead.
And they slew Hamor and Shechem his son with the edge of the sword.
The edge of the sword. You understand? A nice sharp sword slew him. You understand? Yeah. Put him to death.
That's right.
According to our laws, man. These brothers knew what it was, right? Go ahead.
And took Dinah out of Shechem's house.
They took Dinah up out of Shechem's house, man. These was brothers who was furious about what happened to their sister, man. We gotta protect our women, man.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? And you sisters better understand that this is the true nature of man inside of your nation.
Right.
And you too busy out there running after the so-called white man in these other nations. You better understand that your protection is inside of your nation.
Damn right.
You know what I'm saying? These brothers went out of their way to kill an entire nation of people.
Damn right.
All the males in that nation, you understand, because of one man who raped her, man.
That's right.
One man meant that all those men had to goddamn die.
Damn right.
You understand? You better understand the love that you have in this nation right now, and how much a black man will defend you and love you.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? If especially when you act like you're worth something, man. Especially when you act like you're worth that type of saving and love. You know what I'm saying? When you leave that life of whoredom and that life of being disobedient and being an evil bitch, when you leave that life alone, you know what I'm saying, then you'll realize that you do have men who will support and love you, especially here in ISUPK. No woman is getting raped up in here, man.
That's right. That's right.
If she get raped, there's going to be hell to pay, man.
That's right.
Somebody got to get followed on.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? And it's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? So you better understand how much love is in this place. And it was a lot of love in Simeon, and there was a lot of love in Levi, because they went and defended their sister, man.
That's right.
Put them to death behind that woman. Mm-hmm. You understand? Go ahead.
With the edge of the sword, and took Dinah out of Shechem's house, and went out.
And they left. Go ahead.
And the sons of Jacob came upon the slain and spoiled the city.
Read that one more time.
And the sons of Jacob came upon the slain.
The rest of Jacob's sons. You understand? Benjamin, Judah, Ephraim, Zebulun,
That's right.
Gad, everybody else, Manasseh,
That's right.
Reuben, everybody else came. And they went and took part of it, man.
God, sir.
Go ahead.
Man,
Go ahead.
It's once you beat up on one cousin, brother, sister, all of them are just like Judah. You know, it's like Simeon. All of them gonna come down on
Give
your
them
ass.
my hand.
Damn right. It's just like that's how we roll.
Damn right. That's so true.
Sure.
That is so true. You understand? Once everybody in the family find out that you done put your hands on it, it's not over with until everybody get a piece of you.
A piece of that.
You gonna get the beating from her brother, and you gonna get the beating from all her cousins and uncles, all of them. Go ahead, Doc.
Like saying that's exactly what it was. It was one of those situations where let me go get my brothers.
Yeah.
When she got her brothers. She got her brothers.
Get the brothers.
She got the brothers. Everybody else showed up.
Good.
It was
That's
just
just
the spirit. Like, give the Most High a hand, man. Give Jacob and his sons a hand for that.
That's what I'm saying. That's exactly right.
Damn right. We gotta keep order, and we gotta keep discipline in our nation, and we gotta fight and defend this place, man. We gotta defend our nation, man. That's what the Lord wants us to do. You know what I'm saying? And especially our sisters, man. You understand, in a world that teaches them to be evil and wicked and this and that, and they have no protection because because they don't follow anybody but the so-called white man who is the devil on this earth, man. And you know what I'm saying? And then, of course, brothers today, without the truth, don't have the adequate understanding as to how to raise these women and how to deal with these women who are out of control, man. So that's why it's time for Black, Hispanic, Native Indian men and women to come into the truth and learn how to fight, you understand, against all of the evil and the wickedness in the earth and against our enemies. Learn who you are, and so that we can deal with each other righteously, man.
God.
So we can. That was unbelievable right here, man. This was okay. You gonna rape my sister? You got to die. You got to die.
That's right.
You understand? Which is so a Israelite thing.
That's
man.
right, sir. That's what I'm
even
saying.
today in our captivity, like the brothers just said, we gonna all squad up and we gonna deal with you for what you did.
That's right.
And that's just how we've always been.
Sir.
You know what I'm saying? And it's not even. And listen, it's not even just our thing. All other nations do the same thing.
Right.
When somebody does something to the so-called white man, don't the white man squad the hell up?
Oh, yes, sir.
Don't he call all of his militaries together and go out and blow up other nations behind?
That's
when,
right.
When 9/11 happened, didn't they squad the hell up and go out there and bomb them Arabs?
Con.
You understand? It's the same thing.
Sir.
Same thing with the Japanese. You understand? Same thing with the Chinese. Same thing with all the other nations. This is something. That's their brotherhood. You know what I'm saying? So why shouldn't we do the same thing?
Right.
Why shouldn't we defend our own?
Damn right.
When something like that happens.
That's
man?
right.
You know what I'm saying? But here's what you're gonna learn. If you really love Black, Hispanics, and Native Indians, you're gonna love the Most High, man.
That's right.
You understand? If you truly love them, you're gonna follow the Lord's laws, statutes, and commandments. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the only way you can truly love Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. You know what I'm saying? If you really cared about the things that have been happening, such as what happened to George Floyd, what has happened to Michael Brown, and all of these other brothers who unfortunately passed away due to the murderous bastards that we live under, you understand? And you'll follow the Most High, man. Like that's your warfare. Your warfare ain't to go and get revenge. You understand, by going and trying to slaughter the man who killed George Floyd.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Your it's not your duty to go and try to find the man who killed Trayvon Martin or find the man who killed Sandra Bland, you know what I'm saying, and do anything to them about it.
Right.
When you could easily fix that situation, remedy that situation by following the Most High, so that the Most High can do what? The Most High can make our enemies our footstool.
That's
so
right.
The Most High can go and get the vengeance, because it ain't for us.
Right.
It ain't for us to do. It ain't for us to go get a sword or AK-47s and AR-15s and go out there and slaughter the man that's oppressing us. The Most High is going to do way much more damage than we could ever do. You understand? If you see how brothers and sisters, and I know this is a little bit off track, but you see how brothers and sisters go out and riot. You heard about the Baltimore riots. They was going out there and destroying the city and killing up, well, not killing anybody, but just more or less destroying up the city and this and that. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't hurt them.
Right.
They can clean that shit up and get right back to business.
Sir.
You know what I'm saying? But what does hurt them is you getting off of drugs.
Damn right.
You not sleeping with whores. You not prostituting your body. You not being a homosexual. You not selling drugs. Those are the things right there that will hurt our society that we're living in. This society that we're living in. These are the things that will hurt the so-called white man. You understand? And all you got to do is be obedient to the Most High, man.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? And the way we're going to protect our nation, the way we're going to protect our sisters is by being obedient to the Most High and getting them back up in order under the Most High. You about to say something up?
Yeah, kind of. So it's like it. So I was just going to say, it's better for us to leave vengeance to the Most High, because even when we go and riot, our people get killed in the riot.
Give them a hand. That's the truth, man. That's the truth. We get out there and get our heads knocked in. You know what I'm saying? Get our heads absolutely knocked in behind trying to go out and fighting the white man in the carnal way. How you gonna fight anybody and you high?
Right.
You high and you out here about to go fight the white man. You a whole homosexual and you about to go out there and fight the white man. He more masculine than you over there standing with a gun, and you just feminine as hell and taking ride, but you out here trying to fight the white man. Go ahead.
So like I said, you got your wrist bent The race bent so bad, the sign going back.
You can't even properly throw a rock. You can't even properly throw a cocktail and through a damn window because your wrist so damn bent. But yeah, come.
Well, good. No.
And then you can't even make you so high and so emotional. You can't even make sure there's not even children and women at these things.
Right.
You're sitting there with the women and children standing there while y'all throwing cocktails through windows and like, don't do it, man. There's only one way you understand of defeating our enemies or going to war with our enemies, and that's to get off of drugs, man.
Right.
Get off of drugs and stop being homosexuals. Follow the Lord's law, statutes, and commandments. Because when you're not high, when you're sober, you know what I'm saying, and when you're not a homosexual, when you're not doing the things that kill us, that harm us, that destroy us, then you make yourself available to be able to serve the Most High.
That's right.
You have more of a sound mind. You can accept things that you hear, that you can hear wisdom. Like when you're high, you can't hear wisdom. When you're high, you hear yourself. Mm-hmm. Yourself is just coming up with the dumbest things ever.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I've heard some of the dumbest things you could ever think of that people think about when they're high. You know what I'm saying? What's one of the things that they were saying one time? One thing I saw on social media, it was asking if you're in the water, is water wet? That was one of the questions. Is water wet? There was a challenge where they was asking questions like, is water wet?
Good night.
And I'm like, who cares?
Right.
Who cares if it is or if it's not? It's just stupid. Go ahead.
I got another one that is the earth flat.
Is the earth flat? That's another one.
Like,
who cares?
Who cares?
What is the earth being flat got to do with the hell that we're going through? How is me teaching the earth flat gonna stop the cops from putting their damn knees on our necks, man?
That's right. That's right.
You know what I'm saying? How is that going to stop my brother and sister from killing and murdering each other or aborting babies?
Right.
I don't give a damn if the earth was a square. Whatever the Most High decide to make it to be, it is what it is. Who gives a damn?
Right.
You understand? I want to see my brothers and sisters off of drugs.
That's right.
You understand? I want to see my brothers and sisters, you know what I'm saying, in a safe environment, away from drugs, away from abortion, away from the police who murders us all the goddamn time. That's what I want to see. I want to see them out of them horrible, filthy ghettos. You know what I'm saying? That's what I want to see. I don't give a damn about what the shape of the earth is. We worried about too many things, man. Too many things that are just absolutely vain.
That's right.
And we should be worried about protecting, you understand, our brothers and our sisters the same way these brothers protected their sister, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's get back into that.
Salaki. Sir. Verse 28. They took their sheep, their oxen, their asses, and that which was in the city.
But we went and took everything, man. We took the oxen, the sheep, and everything they had in there. And they deserve to have that stuff taken away from them. You understand, for doing what they did to our daughter. See, sister, you may not understand. You so damn precious to the men of Israel that these men slaughtered not only the man who raped her, but slaughtered his father and every man in that nation, every woman and child in that nation, and took all the livestock, everything in there, spoils, everything in there, for you. For you. For your one behind, for her one, for Dinah one behind, everybody had to die.
Right.
Everybody had to die. That's how important and precious you are. There was a time where you were so precious, your feet couldn't even touch the ground. Your foot couldn't even touch the ground. You were so damn precious. You had to be lifted up. You had to be carried around. You were such a precious woman on this earth.
Right.
Today, you're not like that. You know what I'm saying? You find the women, I'll tell you where you find them at. You'll find those women in the ISUPK.
That's right.
You'll find those sisters right here in the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Give them a hand. But you're not going to find those sisters out in the world. Why? Because we have decided who our master is in the world. We have decided to serve the so-called white man. We've decided to serve Caesar Borgia. You understand? Instead of serving our true and one only master, man, the Most High. You understand? Yahweh in the Bible, man.
That's right.
In the Hebrew. You understand? Go ahead. But for her, everybody had to die for her. Mm-hmm. And that's the same thing here, man. That's how our nation should be today. that the hair on any Israelites, a hair removed off of any Israelite's head in this nation should mean we should be ready to go to war for them, man.
Right.
You understand? And guess what? Guess who's the only people going to war for those situations? Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge.
That's
man.
right.
That's right.
We go to war. We've been warring since 1969. And you think that, and who you asking today who is going to war for George Floyd? Yours truly.
Damn right.
God damn it. Because we go out on those street corners every Saturday. You know what I'm saying? Not giving a damn, not worried about who's going to try to put us to death.
That's right.
Not worried about who's going to try to cause us harm. We're not worried about things like that. We worried about letting it be known that the Most High is going to destroy you for what you did to George Floyd. You understand? So we're defending George Floyd, man. And we're defending Trayvon Martin. And we're defending everybody that has been put to death. Everything that has been done to our nation, we are defending them. You understand?
That's right.
When nobody else is.
That's right.
When everybody else is coming up with the dumbest solutions to fixing black people, the only things that have filled their pocket, you know what I'm saying? We are actually going out here and risking our lives. You understand? Standing up for what is right. You know what I'm saying? Nobody out there is putting their life on the line, you know what I'm saying, to make it known. You understand that what America's crimes has to be paid for. Right. Everybody is just out. So when you really look at how everything is going, like every other black organization or Christian organization, it always sounds like that. And if I'm lying, tell me. You know what I'm saying? They all sound like they just out there complaining about what's going on. Like they just complaining. Am I lying or blind?
Right.
Sound like they really just complaining. Oh, they treat us so bad. Look what they did to George Floyd. Here's the statistics, this and that, blah, blah, blah. But none of them Negroes ever have the solution to how to stop it.
Right.
None of them ever says this is the, blase, 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 what we need to do. Unless it involves the white man being involved with it. Because they like to sit down and have negotiations and compromise and this and that, blah, blah, blah. And I know I'm getting off track a little bit, but I'm just really passionate about this topic. Right. So, but the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, we are coming to you with a solution. God. We are saying that if we can get black people off of drugs, if we can get them to start obeying the Most High, who has all control of everything that goes on this earth, who's chosen us to be the nation above all nations, you know what I'm saying? If we come back to him, he's given us that chance, then we can have rulership over this planet and make it be ran in righteousness. Go ahead, Doc.
If I may, sir, one thing we're doing in the ISUPK, we are making Christ come back. See, they are waiting for Christ to come back. We making them come back with keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments. You know what I'm saying? That's all I want to say, because there's a difference between that right there.
Give them a hand, because that's absolutely true, man. We have to, what we do is to provoke the Most High, man.
Right.
That's what we're here doing. We're trying to provoke the Most High to come back, man. You know what I'm saying? We ain't waiting on nothing.
Damn right.
Like, we want the Most High to come back, that we gonna serve righteously
That's
to
right.
all our heart, with all our heart, man.
Damn right.
We gonna go hard just to make sure that the Most High can see us. You know what I'm saying? And let him know that, listen, your children down here being righteous. Mm-hmm. We're going through hell in this earth, but we over here going hard to make sure that everybody knows, you know what I'm saying, that we are about the Most High. We about you. You know what I'm saying? And the Most High is looking down and he's seeing. And he's like, okay, I see y'all. Mm-hmm. I see y'all. We'll see. We'll see. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But we got to keep going hard, man.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? We got to keep it up. We got to, like Black, Hispanics, and Native Indians, it's time to come into this truth and you understand, and follow your king, man. You understand? Learn this Hebrew language. You know what I'm saying? Learn who your forefathers were. Learn from our mistakes. Learn the spirit of this truth so you won't make mistakes, man.
That's right.
Get counsel. You know what I'm saying? Gain some wisdom, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that we can flourish. So we can be winning in this place. You know what I'm saying? Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians as a whole is not winning. You understand? But we will one day.
Right.
We will one day. You know why? Because we got men like the men in the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge who is on the who's on the goddamn front line. Salaki. I get too passionate about to throw the F-bomb out there. We're on the front line. So I laugh at that. Salaki. on the front lines. You understand? Any more on that?
Got some more, sir, yeah.
Go ahead.
Verse 28. And they took their sheep, the ox, the asses, and that was the city, and that was in the field.
Took everything. The sheep, the oxen, the ass. Took everything, man. Go ahead.
And all their wealth.
And all their wealth,
And all their little ones. And their wives took they captive.
Took them as slaves, man. Took all their wives and children as slaves. Took them captive. You understand? Because that's the repercussions of messing with Israel, man. You don't mess with us. You understand? Right now, you better understand with these plagues that are coming out. You think these plagues is just plague. You think COVID-19 just sprung out of nowhere. Right. You better understand that when Pharaoh was being wicked and evil towards Israel, those plagues didn't come out of nowhere. The Most High put them things there. He let it be known to Egypt that you can't do harm to my people. You understand? And that's the same thing that's happening today. COVID-19 is a response from the Most High. Right. COVID-19 is letting you know that you have done my people wrong and you got to pay for it. You're going to suffer for it. You understand? That's what COVID-19 is. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
If I may, sir.
Go ahead.
So like, just how like the scripture says there's nothing new under the sun, we can see that nowadays happen with the East Indians. Like they throwing away their gods. They what is Buddha or what is that, Shiva. Shiva, they been throwing it, burning it, all simply because of COVID-19. That Shiva didn't help them from COVID-19.
Well, goddamn, give him a hand. Was that in the article?
That was in the article.
God, you gotta tag me that. Go ahead. He brought it out. I must have missed it. Damn.
They over there with bulldozers.
Yeah, that was on the slide.
He said, "Comeback inside of a lake."
That's how much they was. God damn. That's how much they was absolutely invested in that God, that so-called idol, man.
Right.
And they was to the point where they said, you know what, you ain't no good to us, Shiva. Goodbye. Or whatever peace is or goodbye is in the damn East Indian culture. They took her and threw her the whole hell away.
Right.
To hell with you. You're not shit. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? They threw her away. Dropped her like a bad habit. That is beautiful. Give the Most High a hand.
Right.
You know why? Because at the end of the day, there's only going to be one God, man.
Right.
There's only going to be one God that everybody's going to have to bow down and worship. You understand? Including the heathen. You know what I'm saying? So to hell with Shiva and Buddha and all of them, you're not going to stop what the Most High is bringing on this earth.
Right.
You understand? And they're realizing now that it's the Most High that is doing this, man.
That's right.
It's a terrible God in this place, man, that is doing this. And that is the Most High, you understand, of the Bible, right? So like, keep going, all right?
Verse 29, and all their wealth, and all their little ones, and all their wives took captives, and spoiled even all that was in the house.
Ooh, this was a horrible plague or curse that happened to them people due to what they did to our daughter.
God.
You know what I'm saying? These men came in and took them out. Keep going.
And Jacob said to Simeon and Levi, ye have troubled me to make me to stink among the inhabitants of the land.
Right, so Jacob is upset, man. Jacob's saying, you ruining my reputation to go and do such a thing what you did, man. He's upset about it, right? Go ahead.
I hate to keep chiming in, but that's what makes it so heavy. That's so heavy to the point, like, Lord knew that Jacob wasn't going to do it, but you know what I'm saying? Just like how it happened with Jacob and Esau when the mom had to intervene. Because like now, before they got this, you know what I'm saying, you be put to death if you treat someone like a whore or making whores out of someone. So the Lord used Jacob's sons to fulfill that, you know what I'm saying, that law, you know what I'm saying? So that's heavy to me. That is so heavy to me. Like, but you know, Jacob's hands is clean on it, you know what I'm saying? But
no, that's give him a hand. That's the truth, man.
That's so heavy.
That's the absolute truth. Because had it been up to Jacob, there wouldn't have been no justice in that situation.
Right.
Just based on how he answered that, man. You know what I'm saying? Because he was worried about being ruined. He was worried about his reputation amongst other people, and he was worried about what they were going to do to him, man. You understand? When Dinah was like, she was innocent.
Right.
She was innocent. And if nothing was done about that, then it would have looked like, oh, the Israelites just let their women get raped. Let's just go rape the women. I heard that Dinah, one of their daughters, Dinah, got raped and they did nothing. Did you imagine how horrible the horrible things that would happen to our women and children?
Right.
Did you imagine our children getting raped and molested? Because everybody heard that, oh, well, they don't do anything. We're not weak, man.
Right.
We ain't never been that people. Go ahead.
So I was just finna say, based off you, that probably would have been us. They probably would have raped and robbed us, took our sheeps and asses right then and there. We ain't did nothing.
Damn right.
How we was looking.
That's right. Keep going.
And Jacob said to Simeon and Levi, ye have troubled me to make me stink among the inhabitants of the land, among the Canaanites, the Perizzites, and I being few in number, they shall gather themselves together against me.
Right, he was worried about being few in number. He said, we so few in number, they'll crush us. They'll destroy us. They'll do harm to us because we're so small. You understand? When we know that these is not these is not just average people. The Most High has y'all back, man. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter how small you are, Israel. It don't matter. If you got the Lord on your side, you are bigger than any nation on this earth.
That's right.
So like it.
Damn right.
Like y'all, like this is hard because the Bible has to keep explaining how terrible the Most High is. Like this is the God of the universe. They created all things.
Right.
They created love, created hate, created evil, created good, created everything. Go ahead, Doc.
I mean, he took Gideon with 300 men, Slock, if I may say. 300 men with Gideon.
Right.
And he started off with over 5,000, I think it was, and he slew a lot of thousands of men with just 300.
With 300.
So,
300 men. The Most High on side. You better understand that it's not the number. It doesn't matter. It's who the Most High is with, man.
Right.
You understand? And that goes for a lot of other things as well. You know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all go and join these organizations because you think, oh, look at all of those men. Look at all those men. It's a lot of men. A lot of purple robes out there on that street. They all marching up and down, just looking like straight up, like you think they look like soldiers.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now, you don't understand. The Most High don't deal with a nation based on their numbers.
That's right.
It's about their heart, man. And guess who got heart? The Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, we have heart in here.
That's right. That's right.
Nobody's scared up in here. We go to war all the damn time, and we're not afraid of nothing.
That's right.
We fear nobody but the Most High, man. You understand? Go ahead.
And I being few in number, that they gather themselves together against me and slay me. I shall be destroyed, I and my house. Verse 31. And they said,
have we already hit the 7th verse?
So
go ahead. Go. You got it.
And they said, should he deal with our sisters with an harlot? And they said, should he deal with our sister as with an harlot?
So they clapped back. In other words, it's like they retorted back. You understand? They said, should we just let somebody treat our daughter or our sister like a prostitute?
Right.
Should we just let them treat her like a whore?
Right.
Like who the hell? Like why would we do that? You know what I'm saying? that's like, and that's like kind of Christian. That's like, you remember? I don't know who was it that told me. It might have been Natsazar, it might have been you, Abon, where y'all told me about a sister who had gotten molested or raped. And in the past, it might have been Natsazar. Or and the pastor told her, don't worry about it, just pray about it.
Right.
Is that you that told me that?
That's Natsazar.
Natsazar Gabar said that the sister just pray about it, right? Go ahead.
And I was there with Natsazar Gabar on that situation when that first had happened. And Natsazar Gabar and Dawada had to handle that situation. The young girl was getting molested by her stepfather.
Man. And
the pastor told her, I think it was the grandmother or the mother, just, don't worry about it.
Right.
Like, don't even worry about it.
That's horrible, man. Pastor and the grandmother said, don't worry about it. They probably was afraid of their reputation too. They probably didn't want nobody to know because of how I was going to deal with them or whatever. Man, listen. In Israel, we don't let stuff like that go.
Right.
You understand? I'm just warning anybody who thinks that it's okay to do that. You are in for some trouble if you come in and try to put one finger on anybody in this place.
That's right.
You understand? You will find out the hard way.
That's right.
You understand? And that's all I'm gonna say about it. But But at the same time, that's the type of defense you got to have with your nation, man. You understand? You can't. We as a nation, we don't allow things like that to happen, because then we become more vulnerable and susceptible to those things happening to us. You know what I'm saying? And his brother said, he said to his father, should we just let our daughter just be handled like a prostitute, like she's nothing? You know, this is Dinah, right? This is a virtuous or a righteous sister. She ain't she ain't been with nobody, ain't been married to nobody. Damn. You know what I'm saying? And she listens and obeys her father. She knows the law, statute, commandment. This is a woman, you understand, that you'd be happy to be married to.
Right.
This is a woman that's a perfect woman, right here. You understand? But then she has to get raped and nothing gets dealt with about it.
That's right.
Nobody does anything about it.
Right.
Nah, man. I'm with Simeon and Levi on this one. Right. Lock it. Go ahead.
Verse 35:1. And God said unto Jacob, Arise, go up to Bethel, and dwell there, and make there an altar unto the Most High, that appeared unto thee when thou fleddest from the face of Esau thy brother.
Was that the last one?
That was the last one.
All right. Amadium. All right. Abad, you gonna step up. When you step down, you'll be on Shamar.
Come on, sir.
Bon Karab, Bon Yahawda, Bon Yashala.
Bon Karab, Bon Yahawda, Bon Yashala.
Yahawah Bashim Yahshua Braktam.
Yahweh Shem Yahshua Barakatah. Yashab.
Okay, 35 and 2. We're going to go all the way to 8. Genesis 35 and 2.
Right here.
Yeah, 35 and 2. Right in there, wherever 2 is.
Okay, come. I got you right here.
See, where is it? Oh, there it is.
Okay.
Shalom.
That's why.
That's why.
Why y'all are my? Oh, Slack, I got you.
You got it. You got it. Why y'all Amara?
Why y'all Marab? Ya'a Kwa
Quava.
Ya'a Kwa Allah Baya Why Baya the Wa the Allah Wa Allah Kala Ashar Amar Amawa Ha'a Hasa Da Hasadawa Hasadawa.
That R and that D look just alike, but that's an R there. You gotta look real close at the little curve on the end.
Hasarawa.
There you go. Close. Good.
Aha. Ata. Allah. Allahaya.
There you go.
Ha. I got the next. Hana. Kwai. Da.
Kara, that's that.
Kara.
You gotta look real close at that R and that D.
Okay. Okay.
3 and 5. I think
R's got a curve on the right side there. That D goes straight across.
Okay. And you said that one on that end was a.
That's, you had it right. Anakawa.
That's a. Is that one that's hooped like that's a B?
That's it. Where? Right there, that's a Ra.
That's a round. Okay.
On the end. Anakara.
Okay.
I think that's
Ashar.
That's it. That is an R. Okay, now here's a B.
Bata. Kwa ma.
That's it.
Daha.
Wa.
Oh. Wada.
Waha.
Waha. Pa.
That's a Ta.
Waha Taha Rawa.
That's perfect.
Waha. It's like it. Waha. Waha Kualaya. Waha Kualaya Tazara. Oh, Pawa.
You had it right.
Oh. Pawawa. Shamala.
That's cause it's a club on the left.
It's
That's
a
a
tha.
tha. That's that little club on the left.
Shamalata Yakwa Mar. Yakwam. Verse 3. Wana pa wanakwa wa marha wakwa no wana alaha. I think I got this one. Damn. Bayata Allah wa'a shamaha shama sham mada maza. Damn, I keep forgetting. Mazabata. Oh, cute. Mazakwab. La'a. Ya. Oh, ha'a. Slaki. I got it. Ha'a. Naha. Ataya.
That's it.
Damn, I keep forgetting. So like I got you. Baya Dama. Bayawam.
That little wa is not as just
D.
not as
Okay.
that's a wa.
Okay. Taza Kwa.
That's a ra. That's a ra.
Tazara Taya. Why Yahaya? Why Yahaya?
That's it.
That's an I, right?
All right.
Ama Kwaya. Amadaya. So like I got this one. Damn, I keep forgetting that one. Damn, that's right. Bara.
That's a duh.
Oh, Bada.
See the
Da.
see the difference between the duh and the ra right beside each other?
Bada. Oh yeah, because
And notice the difference there.
I can see it.
One's got a curve and one's got a straight.
okay.
And one's a D. Ba da ra ka.
Bada Rakwa. I see it now. Dang, that's crazy.
I know it is.
Bada Rakwa. Ashamar. Ashar. Halakwataya.
Tell them where you at.
Verse 4. Wayata Kwaha.
Wayata
Wayata.
nawa.
Wayata. Naha. No, Nawa. Allah.
That's it.
All right.
Yeah, there you go.
Ya'a. And that's Yaquab. Ya'aquab. Ata. Na. No, I got you. Bala.
Ka.
Oh, that's a kwa.
Kala.
Kuala. Alahaya. Hakwa.
That's an N.
Oh, Hana Kwara. Ashar. So like I got you. Baya Badayam.
That's it. Got it.
Ha'ata.
Wa'ata.
Wa'ata. Hanada. Hanaza. Hanaza Mayam. Shar. Ba'azana Yaham Banazahim.
That's it.
Watazaim
Watazamayiman.
Watazaim.
That's close enough. That's close enough. Go ahead.
Okay. Atam.
That's it.
Yaiquab. The sheesh. The
Kaf.
the cot.
Takaya.
That's it.
Takatha.
Dakata. Alaya.
Ha.
Oh, Hayala. Hayalaya. Halayaha.
That's it.
Shar. Ain. Shakwam.
That's it.
Wayapa.
Wayasa.
Wayasa. That one on the end is a D. It's a Ra.
That's a Waya.
Oh yeah, Waya. Saya.
Saiwa.
Waya Sayawa. Waya Haya. That's not a thought. That's a
Ka.
Quata ta. Allah Hashamar.
Alahayam.
Alahayim. Okay. Alahayim. Allah. Al. Ya'ai. Oh, that's a ha. Ha'a. Harayim.
That's it.
Shamar.
Ashar.
Salaki. Sabaya. Bawa. Haim.
That's perfect, man.
Wala'ath. But.
They're very close. They look like an R and a D there.
Rada Tazawa.
Rada Pawa.
Rada Pazawa.
Well, now you putting a Z in there.
Oh, okay.
It's
Rada
Pawa.
Pawa. Okay.
Perfect.
Damn, that middle one.
Ka.
Oh, that's a Q, right?
No, that's a then that's a Ka.
Aka. Akaria. Bakwaya. No, Banaya.
That's it.
Verse 6. Waya. Ba'a.
That's Ya'ai.
Waya. Oh, that's a.
Ya'ai-Quab.
Wayaquab. That wouldn't be a B.
Yeah, that's a B on the end. Right there.
Oh, okay. Salaki. I skipped. I missed that right there. Salaki.
Right. Oh, I see what you're saying, yeah. Ya'ai-Quab, and then verse 6.
All right. Aquab, verse 6. Waya Ba'a. Ya'a. Waya Raquab.
Ya'ai-Quab.
Yaiquab. Lawa. Zaha.
Perfect, man.
Shamar. Select it. Ashar. Select. I got you. Ba'ariyat. Ba'arataza.
For sure.
6, sir.
6, all right.
Bana. Kwana. That one right. Kwana'ain.
Like Canaan.
Okay.
Like Canaan.
Kana'ain. Hawa'a. Bayata. Bayat. Allah. Yawa'a. Select it. Hawa'a. Wakola. Yain. Ha'ain. Ashar. Amawa. Verse 7. Waya balan. Wayaban. Sham. Mazabak. Waya. Ra'at. Lara. Lime. Lama. Lama. Quine. Lama Kwam. Allah. I got you. Bayath.
Bayath, like house.
Bayath. Allah. Baya. Koya. They look curved with their Q.
Don't have that straight line across the bottom like a C.
I see it now. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Koya. Shaim. Maga Lawa. Shalayawa.
That's an R.
That's an I right there.
Allah.
To my right here.
Yeah, you should be right there. Should be.
Okay.
Allah.
Alayawa. Lahayim. Alahayim. Halahayim. Salaki. Alahayim. Halahayim. Salaki. Laha. Yam. All right.
There's that B.
That's the B. Babara. Tawa.
Kawa. Don't have that club on the left.
Babara. Kwawa. Mata. Mapa. Manapaya.
Okay.
Akwayawa.
Okay.
Verse 8. I think that was it. All right. Verse 8. Wata mauta. The baraha.
It would be the bara.
Dabara. Manaya porta.
So like most of the time when you see the ha at the end of a word, a lot of the time that ha is silent.
Okay, okay.
All
right. Mayana Quath. Mayana Quath. Sheesh, that is Rabba Quaha. Rabakwa. Wata Quabara. Mata Quata. Labayat. Allah. Takwata. Takata. Ha'alawan. Ha'alawan. Waya Wakarat.
That's it.
Shamar.
Shamawa.
Oh yes, I like it. Shamawa. Alawain. That's the Qua. Bakwa. Wata. All right, verse.
right, from the top. This will be the last set of verses before we go ahead and close it out.
Verse 35 and 2.
Chapter 35.
Genesis 35, chapter, verse 2. Mm-hmm. Then Jacob said unto his household.
Start at 1.
31. Genesis 35, verse 1. Mm-hmm. And the Most High said unto Jacob, Arise, go up to Bethel, and dwell there, and make there an altar unto the Most High, that appeared unto thee, when thou fleddest from the face of Esau thy brother.
Right, so he's just giving them some more commandments to go and do. The same thing he did with Abraham, same thing he did with Isaac. He told them to go to different places, set up an altar, and keep going.
Okay, sir. Verse 2. And Jacob said unto his household, mm-hmm. and to all that were with him, put away the strange gods.
Told his whole household to take away the strange gods, the pagan idols, mm-hmm. all of the spoil, all the things that you have. You understand? Get rid of those things. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Put away the strange gods mm-hmm. that are among you,
mm-hmm.
and be clean,
mm-hmm.
and change your garments.
You understand? Clean yourself up. Get rid of those strange idols and clean yourself, clean your heart, clean your mind. Let's go.
And verse 3, mm-hmm. and let us arise and go up to Bethel, and I will make there an altar unto the Most High,
mm-hmm.
who answered me in the day of my distress,
right.
and was with me in the way which I went.
Mm-hmm. Keep reading.
And they gave unto Jacob all the strange gods which were in their land, and all their earrings which were in their ears.
Mm-hmm.
And Jacob hid them under the oak, which was by Shechem.
You understand? Because if you're going to present yourself to the Most High, you're going to present yourself to the Most High in the way he expects you to be.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why he told them, he said, get rid of all of these things that they might have adopted or they might have got from some other culture of just being amongst all of the other nations. But we're going to set up an altar of the Most High. And when you present yourself amongst the Most High, then you must be, you understand, presentable in the eyesight of the Most High. You can't be, you know what I'm saying, you can't be clothed with the clothing of your of you know the other nations. You know what I'm saying? You got to make sure that you are presentable in the eyesight of the Most High. Keep going.
And hid them under the oak which was in Shechem. And they journeyed, and the terror of the Most High was upon the cities that were round about them.
And so the Most High let loose plagues and all kinds of terror and destruction around those cities that was around them, right? Because they was obedient. Read on.
And the terror of the Most High was upon the cities
because they were obedient. Read.
That there were round about them, and they did not pursue after the sons of Jacob.
But Jacob's sons didn't get pursued.
Right.
You understand why? Because they were obedient. Because they followed the orders that was given, that Jacob gave unto them, which is the same as receiving the orders from the Most High. Right. This is rank and order. They heard what their father said. He told them what to do. They presented themselves the way they were supposed to, and the Most High kept them safe from the destruction, you understand, of what was going around about them. Right? Read on.
So Jacob came to Luz, which is in the land of Canaan. That is Bethel. He and all the people that were with him. And he built there an altar and called the place El Bethel, because there the Most High appeared unto him when he fled from his face of his brother.
Okay.
Verse 8, but Deborah, Rebekah's nurse, died, and she was buried beneath Bethel under an oak, and the name of it was called Alan Bakath.
Right.
That's it, sir.
Right. That's all self-explanatory. There's no real deep breakdown into what it's saying. That's what happened. That's the history. You understand? So with that being said, a madium, which means to stand. Right. We're going to close out the Sabbath service.
La Yasha'Allah.
La Yasha'Allah. Blow the horn. All right. Men of Israel, prepare to salute the Torah. You're going to put your left hand up here, right hand on your chest, and you're going to say, Yahweh Shemi Ashah Barak Yah. All right? If you don't know how to say it, the brother will guide you through it. All right? Turn towards him, do the same.
Yahweh Shemi Ashah Barak Yah.
All right? Then you're going to go down.
Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Barak Yah.
All right? For the bond, of course, guide the new brothers into how to say it.
Kind of what kind of sir? Just like that, brother. Left hand on it. Yahweh. Bahashem. Yahweh Shah. Barak. Yah.
So Christ.
Christ.
All right?
Yahweh. Bahashem. Yahweh Shah. Barak. Yah.
So Christ. Which one is D'Angelo? You D'Angelo?
Yes, sir.
All right, shalom. All right, you Michael, right? Yeah. All right, most high Christ. Good having y'all brothers here. Give them a hand for coming out, man. All right. Okay, yeah. No, you good.
So like that, sir.
No sweat.
Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah Barak Yah.
Handle kind of flicked it right there at the top.
Kind of come down, sir.
All right, most high Christ. All right. Go up on your hock with them, means turn left towards the east. We're going to start the Hebrew, and the prayers in the Hebrew, and then in the English.
The Lord's Prayer. Abanawa, Shabashamayim, Dash, Hayah, Shabka, Yahweh, Malakwaka, Kaba'ah, Ratazaka, Hayah, Ashah, Barataza, Nawa, Hayah, Bashamayim, Nathan, Lanawa, Lakam, Kol, Yawam, Wasalak Nawa, Kawawak Yanawa, Kasalak Nawa, Kawawak Yanawa, Wala'ah, Kaba'aya Nawa, Sayawan, Abol, Awashaya Nawa, Ayan, Rai, Ayah, Laka, Amalakwa, Wahala, Wahathaparaf, Awalam, Aman.
This is what we just said in English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh, thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. In earth, as it is in heaven. Give us this day. Our daily bread. Forgive us our debts. As we forgive our debtors. Lead us not into temptation. But deliver us from evil. From thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it.
Hakak the power, Yahweh, Bashim Yahweh Shah, Babak was Shah, Nathan Nawa, Hakak, Larpa'ah, Makalaka, Slakia. Call, Makala, Wakal, Marawa, Hakak, Lataha, Amatazarium, Hakak, Lahakwiam, Amayam, Hakak, Arakawaf, Amatala, Lagarshan, Bashim Yahweh, the water, Aman.
This is what we just said in English. Yahweh. In the name of Yahweh Shai. Please give us the power. The power to heal. All manner of sickness. All manner of disease. The power to cleanse the lepers. The power to raise the dead. The power against unclean spirits. To cast them out. In the name of Yahweh Shai. Thank you. So be it.
Bless Israel. Yahweh, Bashim Yahweh Shai, Saraka Nawa, Washarala, Wayabayaf, Saparium, Barak, Rapa'ah, Agan, Bashim Yahweh Shai, the water, Aman.
This is the prayer we send up for our loved ones. Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai, bless us in Israel, and the school. Bless Heal, Shield, and Protect, all of Israel, in the name of Yahweh Shai. Thank you. So be it.
Psalms 121. Asha'ah, Ayanya, Aharariam, Ma'ayan, Yaba'ah, Azaria, Ma'aim, Yahweh, Ashah, Shemayim, Warataza, Ayatan, Lamawat, Ragalyaka, Ayanawam, Shamarka, Hana, La'ah, Yanawam, Wala'ah, Yashan, Shamar, Yasharala, Yahweh, Shamar, Yahweh, Kazalka, Ayid, Yamyanka, Yawamam, Hashamash, La'ah, Yakaka, Yarak, Yala, Yahweh, Yashamarka, Makal Rai, Shamar, Af, Napashka, Yahweh, Shamar, Taza'atka, Wabawatka, Ma'ata, Ra'id, Alawam.
This is what we said in the English. Psalms 121. I will lift up mine eyes. To the hill. From whence cometh my help. My help cometh from Yahweh. Which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel. Shall neither slumber nor sleep. Yahweh is thy keeper. Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day.
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
nor the moon by night.
Yahweh
shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. Yahweh shall preserve thy going out. And thy coming in. From this time forth. And even forevermore.
Psalms 83. Alahayim, Aldamaya, Ka, Althakarash, All, Hashakwat, All, Kayahana, Awayabadyaka, Yahama, Yawan, Ra'ash, Almaka, Ya'ariyawam, Sawada, Wathawa, Yatazawa, Altazawapanyaka, Amarwa, Lakawa, Wanakakadam, Magaya, Wala'a, Yakaza, Sham, Yasharala, Iwada, Kaya, Naawatazawa, Laba, Yakadwa, Alyalka, Barayaf, Wayakarathwa, Alahaya, Adawam, Wayashama, Alahayam, Mawaba, Bagorium, Gabal, Mamawan, Mamalak, Palashat. I'm Yashabyaka, Kazawar, Gum Ashawar, Nalawa, Imam, Ayawa, Sarawai, Labanya, Lawat, Salah, Asha, Naham, Kamadian, Kasaya, Sara'ah, Kayabyan, Banakal, Bakwashwan, Nashamadwa, Bayawan, Darawa, Hayawa, Daman, La'adama, Shayathamwa, Nada, Yamnawa, Kara'ib, Waza'abak, Wakatazal, Mana'ai, Kal, Nasa Yamwa, Asha, Amarawa, Nasharwash, Nayarasha, Nanawa, Af, Na'awaf, Alahayam, Alahaya, Sayathamwa, Kagaya, Kakwash, Napanya, Raka'a, Ka'ash, Naba'ir Ya'ara, Walahaba, Talahat, Arayam, Khan, Naradakma, Barsarka, Wasaba, Zapatka, the Balaham, Mala'ah, Banyaham, Kwalawan, Waya, Akwashwa, Shamka, Yahawa, Yabashwa, Wayabawala. Say that again. Waya, Bahala, Ayaib, Waya, Karapawa, Waya, Abadwa, Waya, Da'awa, Kaya, Atha, Shamka, Yahawa, Labatka, Ayawan, Akal, Arataza.
This is what we just said in the English. Keep not thou silent.
Keep not thy silence.
O Yahweh.
O Yahweh.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still.
And be not still.
O Yahweh.
O Yahweh.
For lo, thy enemies make a tumult.
Thy enemies make a tumult.
And they that hate thee.
And they that hate thee
have lifted up the head.
have lifted up the head.
They have taken crafty counsel.
They have taken crafty counsel
against thy people.
Against thy people.
And consulted against thy hidden ones.
Consulted against thy hidden ones.
They have said.
They have said.
Come.
Come.
Let us cut them off.
Let us cut them off
from being a nation.
from being a nation.
That the name of Israel.
The name of Israel.
Be no more remembered.
Be no more remembrance.
When they have consulted together.
They have consulted together.
With one consent.
With one consent.
They are confederate.
They are confederate against thee.
The tabernacles of Edom.
The tabernacles of Edom.
And the Israelites.
And the Israelites.
The Moab.
The Moab.
And the Hagarenes.
And the Hagarenes.
The Baal.
The Baal.
And Ammon.
Amalek.
The Philistines.
With
the inhabitants of Tyre.
With inhabitants of Tyre.
And Shur also is joined with them.
Shur is also joined with
them.
them.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
Salah. Do unto them.
Do unto them.
As unto the Midianites.
As unto the Midianites.
As to Sisera.
As to Sisera.
As to Jabin.
As to Jabin.
The brook of Kisan.
Brook of Kisan.
Which perished at Endor.
Perished at Endor.
They became as dung for the earth.
They became a dung for the earth.
Make their nobles like a ram.
Make their nobles like a ram.
And like Zaer.
And like Zaer.
Yea. All their princes as Zabah.
All their princes as Zabah.
And as Zalmunna.
And as Zalmunna.
Who said, let us take to ourselves.
Let us take to ourselves.
The houses of Yahweh.
The houses of Yahweh.
In possession. possession.
possession.
Oh Yahweh. Make them like a wheel.
Make them like a wheel.
As the stubble before the wind.
As the stubble before the wind.
As the fire burneth a wood.
As the fire that burneth the wood.
And as the flame setteth the mountains on fire.
As the flame that set the mountains on
So
fire.
persecute them.
So persecute
With
them.
thy tempest.
With thy tempest.
And
make them afraid.
With thy storm.
With thy storm.
Fill their faces with shame.
Fill their faces with shame.
That they may seek thy name.
They may seek thy name.
Oh Yahweh.
Oh Yahweh.
Let them be confounded.
Let them be confounded.
And troubled.
And troubled.
Forever.
Forever.
Yea.
Yea.
Let them be put to shame.
Let them be put to shame.
And perish.
And perish.
That men may know.
That men may know.
That thou.
Whose name alone
is Yahweh.
Is Yahweh.
Art the most high.
Art the most high.
Of all the earth.
Of all the earth.
Or Sar. She's a turn. Put that down.
Come.
Is there any man in Israel right now that wants to be anointed before we end the class? Call him once, call him twice. Any man before we close out the class want to be anointed? All right, no sweat. All right. Courtesy salute to the men of Israel. Mighty Shabbat, Amadium, Barak, Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shabbat, Yad Yamata dismissed.